Hello, dear students. Hope that you all are well in this pandemic situation. Please be at home and study at home. With this hope, myself Nitesh, your science teacher, is going to deliver a video lecture on the topic nutrition in animals. This is for class 7th, chapter number 2. Dear students, I have divided this chapter into two parts. In this video lecture, I am going to cover the first half of the chapter. The topics which are to be covered in this chapter are introduction, steps in animal nutrition, nutrition in amoeba, nutrition in humans, nutrition in grass eating animal. So, not wasting much time, let us roll on the introduction part. In the previous part, we have learned that plants can prepare their own food, by the process known as photosynthesis. But animals can't. Animals get their food from plants either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals. So, we have classified animals as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Again, from previous chapter, it is clear that all living organisms, both plant and animals, need certain nutrients to stay alive and grow, and these nutrients are obtained from food. Since this chapter is nutrition in animals, so in this chapter we will learn about the process of intake and utilization of food in animals. Steps in animal nutrition. Animal undergo holozoic nutrition. It is the process by which animals take in their food. It involves different steps, namely ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Humans being exhibit holozoic mode of nutrition involving 5 basic steps. Ingestion. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. Digestion. The process in which the food containing large insoluble molecules is broken down into small water soluble molecules is called digestion. Absorption. The process in which the digested food passes through the intestinal wall into bloodstream is called absorption. Assimilation, the process in which the absorbed food is taken in by body cells and used for energy, growth, and repair is called assimilation. Last but not the least, egestion, the process in which the undigested food is removed from the body is called egestion. Let us see the nutrition in the simple organism. In this section, we will learn about simple organisms like amoeba, spider, butterfly, starfish, frog, how they undergo nutrition. Let us see the nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic organism which consists of only a cell, or you can say a single cell. Amoeba is mostly found in pond water. You can see the figure given here which shows the structure of amoeba. The various steps involved in the nutrition of amoeba are ingestion. Amoeba ingest food by forming temporary finger-like projection called pseudopodia around it. The food is engulfed with a little surrounding water to form a food vacuole, which is called as a temporary stomach, and it is present inside the amoeba. Digestion. In digestion, food is digested in the food vacuole by digestive enzyme, which break down the food into small and soluble molecules. by the chemical reactions. Absorption. The digested simple and soluble substances pass out of food vacuole into the surrounding environment. Assimilation. The absorbed food materials are used to obtain energy through respiration and makes the part of amoeba cell which lead to the growth of amoeba. Egestion. The remaining undigested material is moved to the surface of the cell and thrown out to the body from the body of the amoeba. These processes have been explained with the help of a diagram. You can see this, how the amoeba forms the pseudopodia, which is known as the process ingestion, how the foods get digested after the absorption takes place, assimilation, and the waste products are move out with the help of a process known as egestion. Nutrition in frog. The frog uses its long sticky tongue, you can see in the figure also, to catch its prey or insect. Frogs have well developed digestion system in which the digestion of food takes place. Nutrition in a spider. In spider, digestion of food actually take place outside their body. A spider weaves a sticky web in which small insects get stuck. You can see in the figure. It then inject digestive juice into the body of insect, which digests the body part of the insects. The spider then suck up the digested food. Let us start nutrition in humans. Human digestive system. We take food through our mouth, digest and utilize it. A very common process. You can see the figure of human digestive system. Human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and its associated human digestive system glands. Let us see the digestive system in a sequence. Mouth, which is also called buccal cavity, esophagus, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Remember, this is the proper sequence of a digestive system. You have to learn this sequence. The glands which are associated with the human digestive system are salivary glands, which are located in the mouth, or you can say buccal cavity. Liver, which is the largest gland situated in the upper part of abdomen on the right side. And last, pancreas, which is located just below the stomach. The ducts of various glands open into alimentary canal and pour the secretion of their juices into the alimentary canal. The first digestion starts in our mouth. We take food from our mouth, and the process of taking food is called as ingestion. The mouth, buccal cavity, you can say, contain teeth, tongue and salivary glands. Digestion begins in the mouth when we chew the food with the help of our teeth. The teeth cut the food into smaller pieces, chew and grind it. Chewing breaks down the food into smaller pieces and mix them with saliva. This process is called mastication. The salivary gland secretes watery liquid called saliva. Saliva is a digestive juice that helps to partially digest the starch present in the food. Tongue. The tongue helps in mixing saliva with the food. A tongue is a highly muscular organ that helps you to eat the food. It mixes saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing it. We also taste food with our tongue, as it has taste buds that detect different kinds of food. You can see the taste buds, how the location is being given in the tongue. Teeth. Teeth are used for cutting, grinding and tearing the food before you swallow the food. You have different types of teeth to do the job. In our course of life, our teeth is divided into two parts, that is the milk teeth and the permanent teeth. A child has only 20 teeth, 10 in each jaw, and these are called milk teeth. They begin to fall at the age between 6 to 8, and then new set of teeth grows. Permanent teeth. This set contains 32 teeth, 16 in each jaw. There are 4 incisors, 2 canines, 4 premolars and 6 molars in each jaw. You can see the arrangement and the distribution of teeth, a permanent teeth, with the help of this figure. Your front teeth are incisor. They are used for biting and cutting. Next to incisor are canines. They are pointed and are used for piercing and tearing pieces of food. Teeth at the back of your mouth are broad with almost flat surface. These teeth crush and grind food and are called premolars and molars. Actually, the function of both are just little same, but there is a difference in the pattern, their arrangement. Molars are larger than premolars. White substance that cover your teeth is called enamel. I think this video lecture is very much clear. In the next part, I will explain in detail about how the digestion from the mouth passes to the stomach. Till then, stay at home and stay safe.